again.
Welcome back.
Yep, we're going to finish up Nate the Great and the Monster Mess, and I hope that will behave better. Bingo's here. He wanted to be a guest star for this video. But,
All right. That's fine by me as long as she behaves.
yep, not like how Duck did last video.
Yeah, Duck was so distracting.
Yes.
Are you ready to get started?
Yep, I think Pinto will be distracting actually.
Oh no.
I think.
Well, we're on chapter 5.
The best follow. So then I wrote down, name my mother adding Fang to her list of tasty monsters. Said, I can hardly wait to eat him, but this does not help us find my mother. Sludge turned around. What are you doing? I asked. Sludge led the way to Oliver's house. Oliver lives next door.
There's Sludge taking off towards Oliver's house. Oh, Duck fell down. Okay, Duck fell down. Next.
I can't read. Pango's in the way.
Well, how are we doing a book review if Pango's in the way? Okay, there we go.
Pango is being mischievous. Oliver the pest. Oliver follows people. Oliver follows animals. Oliver follows the world. Oliver was in his yard. Oliver, I said, do you follow my mother today? Your mother went out today. Oliver said, oh, phooey, I missed her. Your mother is a great follow. She knows the good places, like the fish store. Oliver collects eels. He likes anything fishy. Oliver, I said, do you follow my mother this week? Yes, 3 days ago. Like the other one, it said 3 days ago for Andy and Fang recipe. It was my favorite follow of the month. Where did she go? Oliver looked proud. He opened the box. I know who I follow and when I follow them and where they go, he said. I have a card for everybody. Let's see. Nate the Great's mother, Thursday, 2 p.m. She spoke to Annie. She looked at Fang. She took a long piece of paper out of her cardboard. She scribbled something on it. It was probably her grocery list. She went to the supermarket. She looked at the paper. Then she took a jar of cinnamon from the shelf. She put it back. She bought chocolate, strawberries, and a lemon. A lemon, I said. Was she really going to make lemon Fang cookies? What happened next? I said. She went to the fish store, Oliver said. She took more papers from the cardboard, looked at them, and bought lots of fish. Aha! I said. More paper. They should not be grocery lists. They must have been recipes. The fish store for fish dishes. At the supermarket for monster cookies. What did she do next? I don't know, Oliver said. I had to go home and feed my eels. I must go to the fish store, I said. Must follow you, Oliver said. I know it, I said.
There's Oliver doing the following.
Oliver always follows.
Sit up, buddy.
He follows everybody.
Chapter 6.
Something fishy. Then I walked to the fish store. Oliver followed us. Rosamund and her 4 cats were there. Rosamund was buying tuna. Here, she said. And then behind the counter is some paper to wrap my tuna in. You wrapped my fish in it 2 months ago, but the other side hasn't been used. Just turn the paper over and use the other side.
Yuck. That seems pretty yucky.
Yeah. The paper was stained, rumpled, and crumpled, and smelly. The man made a face, but he wrapped the tuna in the paper. I recycle everything, Rosamund said, but fish paper is the best. I and Great were disgusted to hear that. went up to Rosamond. I did not want to do that. Have you seen my mother or a recipe for a monster curry? I asked. Saw your mother a few minutes ago. She asked me if I had seen your recipe. Now you are asking me questions. You always ask me questions. From now on, I will charge you for my answers. Rosamond was strange. Now I, Adrian, had to be even stranger. Well, from now on, I, Adrian, will charge you for my questions, I said. Rosamond shrugged. Okay, no charge, he said. The answer is that I have not seen your mother's recipe, and I don't know where she went after I saw her. For that you wanted money, I said. Rosamond hugged her tuna package. Well, when I answer your questions, I have to think hard, I have to breathe harder, my toes tingle, my cat's hungry, it was time to leave. Fudge Oliver and I went outside.
There's Rosamond and her cats.
Oliver tried to card and she looked something on it. Is it just the way my mother scribbled on her short recipes on her card? Let's sniff the card. Would she think was what I was thinking? Chapter 7. Crossed out werewolves! Sludge and I rushed home. We have solved the case, I said. We opened the front door. We tripped.
Look what they tripped on, a big mess.
That they made. The mess that they made. We'll clean up soon, I said, but first we have to use our food. We know that my mother had the recipe when she went to the supermarket 3 days ago. She almost bought cinnamon there, but she didn't. My mother really hates cinnamon werewolves, so she must have decided not to bake them anymore. That meant she didn't need all the crossed out werewolves. I need to say that without them, the monster cookies recipe was short enough to write on a card. So when my mother got home, she copied the recipe from the piece of paper on the card. She threw out the paper. Then she forgot that the recipe is now on the card. I went to the pile of cards. I stumbled through them fast. I knew I would find monster cookies, so I tried his tail. He knew it too.
There they are looking at the cards. Do you think they're going to find them?
Yeah, no. I looked once, I looked twice, I looked 3 times, so I stopped writing. The recipe is not on the card, I said. I sure know that my mother knows what she is looking for. A long piece of paper. I opened the cupboard. There's plenty of cinnamon. My werewolves were safe. You have to keep looking for my mother, I said.
Chapter 8, The Right Place.
Then I rushed the door. Thud, bump, thump. We fell down. We'll clean up this place soon, I said. But we're tired of hearing that. We sat there. It's hard work being a detective, I said.
Oh my gosh, look at that big mess.
Mess. I have to say about what I am looking for and who I am working for. I'm working for my mother. I know that she did not lose things. She put things in the right place. The right place where that recipe was with the other papers. So she must have put it there 3 days ago. So why wasn't it there? So you know, neither did I take the tray. What was important in this case? Was it important
Was it important?
Was it important that my mother had scribbled something on a long piece of paper after she saw Fang? Was it important that she bought chocolate, strawberries, a lemon, and lots of fish? Fish should not have anything to do with monster cookies. Still, there was a clue at the fish store. I need red fluid in my bones and up my nose. It had something to do with Rosamond's fish paper.
There's thinking in the mess. Chapter 9, A Scribble Among Scribbles.
Genova said to Sludge, we have the clues we need. Fish paper and lemon. Sludge and I made our way back to the kitchen. I looked at the paper spread over the floor. I found the sheet that had lemon scribbled on it. The paper was stained, wrinkled, and crinkled, just like Roman fish paper, because it had already been used on the other side to make cookies. I turned the paper over, and I needed red wine. I knew I could read.
There's Lemfan.
Lemfin. Monster cookies! There it was. How to make strawberry tarantulas, chocolate Frankenstein, and cinnamon werewolves. This case is solved, I said. Here's what happened. My mother had some recipes with her when she saw Annie and Fang. She scribbled a note to buy lemon on the back of the monster cookie recipe, Lemfin, short for lemon fan cookies. After she shopped and came home, she put the recipes back on the pile. But because she had scribbled on the back of the monster cookie recipe, it was turned down instead of up. Next holiday, my mother used the other recipes from the pile. The pile became very messy. Today, my mother was ready to make the cookies. She went to the pile. She was in a hurry. She stumbled through lots of recipes and scribbles like Lemfin. A scribble among scribbles. My mother passed it by just the way I did. The paper had been blank. We would have known it was on the wrong side. I knew they say that in this case nothing would have been better than something. I heard the front door open. I clutched the monster toy recipe. I had a big surprise to show my mother. I heard a scream. I was glad I did not hear a thud or a thump. Sludge looked scared. I knew that I had one more surprise for my mother than I wanted.
The second surprise is the mess, I think.
Sludge and I were very busy for the rest of the day.
They're cleaning up the mess. And then there's a bunch of other activities, but that's the end of the case, right?
Yep. We're going to read the contents.
Yeah, so what are the other activities?
Nate's Notes Monsters is on page 4 on the activities. Nate's Notes Stuff About Eels. Page 10. How to make lemon fang cookies. 15.
Ooh,
page
a recipe.
15. How to make lemonade. Page 22. Monster jokes. 24. The right way to recycle. 26.
Yeah. All right. So that was a long one, but a good one.
Yep.
Pretty cool. I have a question for you. At the end, when he said something would have been better than nothing, what did he mean?
I don't know.
Well, he said that if he had seen a blank paper, or actually nothing would have been better than something is what he said. So he said if there was a blank paper, he would have known it was a mistake. But since it had writing on it, he didn't know it was a mistake. What do you think that means?
So, like, something on the paper would be better than nothing on the paper.
Well, he said, that's what I said, but I was backwards. Actually, he said nothing would have been better than something. Because if it was nothing on there, he'd have known it was the back. But it had something written on it, so he didn't know. He didn't realize it. Pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what your favorite part of that book was.
My favorite part was the lemon fang cookies.
No, when his mother decided to make lemon fang cookies?
Yeah.
What was your favorite character in the book, other than Nate the Great? I know you like Nate the Great, but there's a bunch of other characters in the book, too.
I like...
Well, first of all, what were some of the other characters in the book?
So there were Nate's mother,
Yeah.
Sludge, Annie, Fang, Rosamund, and the fish store man.
Oh yeah, did you say Oliver?
Oh, I forgot about Oliver.
He's a pest.
Yeah,
So, who's your favorite character other than Nate the Great?
Oliver.
Oh, really? You like Oliver the Pest? My favorite one was Sludge. I like Sludge. He's a detective and a dog. How about Duck? What is Duck's favorite?
Quack!
What did he say?
That said Annie.
Yeah, he likes Annie. Annie seems nice. So, this was a long one. We have to finish up. What rating would you give that one out of 10 quacks? 10 being the best and 0 quacks being the worst. How many quacks do you give that book?
8.5.
8.5. So it's a really good one. That's one of the first Nate the Great books you got, right? You got Nate the Great, the first book first.
Then Nate the Great and the Snowy Trail.
Yeah. And then this one?
I don't know.
I think so. So it's one of your favorite Nate the Great books?
Hmm.
Good. Well, I think that's all the time we have. We don't have a lot of time for review on this one because it was so long. But I think that's pretty good. What do you think?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.